What's crapping, everybody? We made it to another episode and another Friday. Woo, 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 Friday. I think it's Friday. I don't know. I've had a really long week. Friday. Yeah. The right spot. Yeah.
It's already Saturday in the future.
Oh, that's right.
In Switzerland, we're in the future.
Yeah, we are
already on Saturday.
Oh,
that's
right.
True. It's Saturday. That's true.
We're covering from many parts of the globe right now, which is fantastic.
How late is it at your place, Kpop?
It is 7 p.m. right now on
7.
Friday.
Okay, so
yes.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 hours. 6 hours difference. Yes.
I was figuring that because I have a really, really, really good friend over in Norway. So
cool.
it's like, yeah, I don't know. I could just time zones going this way. I can do time zones going that way. No, don't ask me. I'll tell you what time it is in Australia right now, and I can't tell you what time it is in California.
Crazy.
It's weird.
They're like 8 hours ahead of us, I think. So
yeah,
like
they're
9 in the morning.
14 hours from where my friends are. So that's crazy. That is way too far. I'm already sleeping.
Yes.
Already sleeping.
Luckily, we have stuff like this so we can communicate. Like
I know that's cool about that's what's cool about the internet. You can talk because we have a whole full cast of people in the chat from all over the world. Actually, I'll go say hey to them. I know. Listen, 11:25 a.m. We had GT Key Comics. What is up, GT Key? What's happening?
Hey.
We have you in the house. What's up? Also, go sub you. I have pinned the link at the top of the chat, so click on that so you guys can go and check out the campaign. We also have David. What's up, David? There you are. I have your links down below as well for your YouTube. So let's get you more subs on your YouTube. So let's do that.
Thank you.
Michael is in chat, also indie comic creator, but he does comic reviews. He's gonna be start making more content, but he does a lot of reviews. If you like that kind of stuff, is cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sheldon is in the house. What's up, Sheldon? Oh, Canada is in the house. What's up, Jean Malo? How are you? We got Cap in the house. What's up, guys? Everybody's here. Let's hang in. We're good times. What's up? If you guys don't know, we're here. We're going to talk about Gemini Crusaders, which looks really fun, by the way. Very excited to get to talk to people about this book. Yeah.
Good to hear.
Yes. So we're going to do introductions so that my lovely buttholes that are over here get to know you guys. So I'm going to pick. I know. Listen. This is not a pro stream. We have fun here. All right. I'm going to grab one of you and we're going to do some introductions. All right. And boom. There you go. All right. Hi. Okay. That's you. It's you. So for those that do not know you, who are you? What do you do? Why are you here?
I'm Marinus. I'm from the Netherlands. Most people on X knows me as Darksiders Comics. I'm an art sharer. I mean, I like art. I share in indie creators, years ago. And I just love art from all over the world, science fiction, fantasy, abstract, paintings, you know it. And I also have a YouTube channel with the same name, Darksiders Comics. And I was a co-writer on Blackheart Manor, was a horror comic 3 years ago. It was a magazine style, like in the old days in the 70s.
Nice.
And I recently started to, write. Just start writing, and that became 2 years because we are doing this now 1.5 years. This project, Gemini Crusaders, and that's basically it. That's where we are now. I mean, we are creating this comic, and I said, you know what, I want to do this myself. And hopefully we get funded pretty soon. I mean, we have now 9 days, but if it's not, I know it's a long stretch to get funded from now on. Mm-hmm. But even if we do not, I can still extend the debt 30 days, right?
Yes.
There is
Which
still
is very cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm a comic collector. I collect European comics, American comics, like Western Superman, Batman, and manga. Mostly. Also play games. I'm a typical nerd, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got to have a mix. I have a whole manga back there, horror over here. All the things. You got to have all of that in your life. Yeah. It's some of the best stuff. Yeah. Very excited about it.
Absolutely.
So cool. I will also be dropping your links as we go along into the chat here. They are pinned down below, but we're going to grab David here. Boom. All right, David. Same. Introduce yourself. Let the peeps know who you be.
who I be? Oh my goodness! So
Yeah.
I'm half Spanish, half Mexican. Grew up in Mexico, and now I've been in Switzerland for like the last 20 years. And I grew up with like a mix of everything: American comics, mangas, European comics. Like the classics like Asterix and Obelix and other
Yes. 10.
Nice.
darker fantasy stuff. And I
Yeah.
think the first comic that I started collecting, American comic, was Spawn.
Ooh,
Then I got a
okay,
little
yeah.
bit of the Green Lantern and Kingdom Come. I really like that one. And what else? I'm also a creator. I make a dark fantasy comic called Red Eyes, which is I got a copy of here. This is issue 3.
Ooh,
I
Show
lovely.
it. Show it.
Yes, come.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Like a little bit of. So it's issue number 4 is live right now on Indiegogo, by the way. So go grab that
okay.
one if you like. And so I've gone 1, 2, 3, and I'm on the 4th campaign with that. I really like indie comics. I just got a bunch of them as well. I got the Perfect 10 from your boy, Genuine Comics.
Yes.
This one is
really,
really cool, by the way. It's like,
yeah.
damn,
I have not picked up that one, but I've seen it for a long time. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's funny because he's from the Netherlands, but this is one of the most American comics that I've read so far. It's freaking awesome, and it's like really getting the also for my taste anyway.
Super cool.
The vibe of American comics.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, here.
Also got me some Guardians of Elroth. Haven't opened it, as you can see. I'm looking forward to it. This is fantasy. This is like more down my
dark fantasy.
Down my alley.
Yeah. Oh, that's the kind of books and novels I grew up reading. So I'm huge Dragonlance and McCaffrey stuff. Terry Brooks. That's where my novel reading lies in the dark fantasy realm. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I read the Dark Trilogy. What's the name? Dark Elf Trilogy.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool. That was very actiony.
Yeah.
R.A. Salvatore, I think, is the author.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
still doing stuff, by the way. Is he still doing stuff?
I don't know if he's still doing stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was a lot of cool authors back in the day. Very good stuff.
And I also got myself this bad boy over here.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
That I'm trying to read now, but it's not easy. My goodness.
The Swiss edition.
The German edition.
The German edition, yeah.
Die Rückkehr des Königs. There you go.
It sounds even better in German. That would be actually kind of amazing.
I'm trying. I read them a while ago, but I remember I never finished the 3rd one. So I was like, I bought it. I was like, I gotta finish this. This is like an obligation as a fantasy fan,
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I love that.
That's what I do. Yeah, on Twitter, like I like to, tweet and retweet indie comics campaigns.
Yeah.
Some cool art here and there.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
And so one of the things I love about Twitter is the ability, first of all, to share links is so easy. I love that. But I love the amount of art that's on there, and you could stumble upon a lot of different styles of art. And I think it's cool. You can go from manga to like comic art to like fantasy stuff, just all in one thing, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
it is.
Yes, Sheldon. Yes. We love the arts. Yes. Like, who else is here? I also dropped a link to your Red Eyes campaign as well, so that's in there. So I will put it also down below into the chat here. So I'll put it down as well. We can just boom, plop that right there. And what else we got here? Oh, we got Feline. What's up, Feline? Hey, what is up? Yes. Craig coming in here.
Okay. I actually don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, and right now I'm actually working with with this guy over here.
Oh, that guy.
We're working on this campaign, Gemini Crusaders. This is his creation, and he basically showed me like the script a couple of years ago, and I was like, "Damn, this is good!" Like, hey man, I want to help you. I want to, like, be part of this. This is incredible. That's more or less how it's started.
Thank you,
love that. I love that. Here, let me go like this for a second. And Sheldon says David even takes the time to pimp other. Yes, listen. Yeah, if you guys are any platform, I suggest you go and do that, because that's the way that it's going to get people are going to know about these other books that are out there. And to me, which is amazing, I kind of stepped away from like the monthly comics. I really only back like campaigns, or I back like I'll go back issue hunting from like books from the 60s and the 70s. I love that stuff. But to me, this is where it lies, because you could find the weird dark fantasy stuff. You can find the interesting horror books. You can find the sci-fi stuff, which you don't normally get in the monthly comics that are coming out. So I very much appreciate the indie sphere for that reason alone. So yeah,
absolutely. I mean, that you are absolutely right, because I was, like a fanatic collector, back in the 90s, with the Marvel and DC, which in my opinion was the golden age, along with the 80s when it comes to comics, and then it all went to shit, I must say. Can I say that? I mean, not all of them, but good. Especially when it, 2016, 2000, after everything after that, I don't see as canon. And just like we go back buying back issues, and other stuff. And that's also how I, and probably David as well, get to know indie comics, because that was all weird to me, right? Or weird, more like, I don't know what it was, crowdfunding. And I bought a comic and said, oh, wait, this is actually pretty cool. And you see the passion of all those creators put into those pages. And I was really impressed. I mean, because that's what I think is missing nowadays, real passion, right? Instead of corporate slop.
Yes. Right? I tell people all the time, it's not me that's going to sell your book when it's on here, when you guys come on here. It is the passion that you guys show for your project, whatever it is that you guys are on, that's going to resonate with the people in the audience. I don't care if you're artist, writer, letterer, whatever. You come on here and you show that you really believe in this project that you're on. That is what's going to get people to go look at your campaign. Not me. I get you guys a platform to come talk about it. It is your love for whatever it is that you're doing. And that is something that I absolutely love in the indie sphere, is when you can see every person that's part of a project love being on that project. I love that. I love seeing that. To me, that is absolutely fantastic. And I want to see more of that. And according to this, Jean Malot has just checked out the campaign. He says loves your cover B. It's sick.
It is.
That is. Ooh. I mean, it's from our artist. That's the horror comic. Well, yeah, that's more like a horror cover. And you probably, I mean, it wasn't unintentional, because Sid Tellis, who is our artist, I said, we wanted to make a post cover, an action cover, and some kind of a horror cover, like different genres. And he whipped something up, and we said, ooh, that monster design is pretty cool. And people just told me, so like yesterday, that reminds me a little bit of that Lord of the Rings scene in the first movie. With the rays. I said, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe subconsciously he just drew something like that. And he did some digital watercolor style on that cover. And it looks freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get to your actual campaign in a few minutes. We're going to be doing that. But I'm very excited to go over this, because it's something interesting that you don't really see in like dark fantasy. I love like the different genres that you kind of like mush together to create this. So I'm very much looking forward to getting to talk to you about this. We actually have a question for David from Sheldon. David, as a Mexican dude living in Switzerland and reads German books, what is your favorite cheese?
Oh my god! I mean, I grew up in Mexico, so I would have to say, like the Oaxaca cheese. That's probably one of my favorites. That's like it's like a white ball that looks like a thread with like threads of Chihuahua going around like not the dog, the Chihuahua cheese.
Yeah.
And Oaxaca cheese, yes. It's really white, it's really soft, and the thing is it melts really good, and that's perfect for making quesadillas and all tacos and all that kind of stuff. So that's probably one of my favorite. And they also
get that in Switzerland?
No, they don't have that in Switzerland, unfortunately. That's no. They have a thing called raclette cheese, which is also melts really good, and it's meant for a dish called raclette. So you melt that on top of a hot potato, and then you with a knife like the melty stuff on top of the potato, and then you eat it. That's really good.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like how the French do their grilled cheese. How like they melt like the cheese and they scrape it off and just put it on toast.
Exactly,
that's some good stuff. Like Listen, and I think potatoes and cheese. Let's go. That's some good stuff. I know. Yeah, back issues are great. Yes,
Absolutely.
Feline saying hello to both of you. You were
And
just
it's like Feline. Thank you so much
chat.
from yesterday. So sharing
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
Feline does such a great job
Absolutely.
working on top of this with Luke. And I like Feline's I like hanging. I don't usually participate in the trivia, but I like hanging in that. It's fun. Yes, 2000 comics.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Ken? How are you guys doing? I know. Listen, I'm kind of behind in chat right now. We're catching up, and then we'll go to your page here. Yeah, that's kind of when I got out of comics. Like I've been to comics since the 80s, and then around 2000-ish, I stopped, and I kind of got back in several years ago. But yeah, it's been fun to go back and go and try to find comics that I missed out on. But yeah, no, I like the 60s to 80s stuff is where I'm at right now, trying to find things.
Is there some kind of a favorite genre? Well, not really genre, but more like I don't know, like say Marvel back in the 60s, 70s, or DC?
Okay, so I have always been more of a both kind of person, but in the 90s I was really big into Marvel, but right now I'm going back to get all the wackadoodle DC stuff. There's so many weird books in DC from like the 60s to 70s just based on outfits. The ads got me. The ads, I'm hooked on the ads that are in there.
Right?
They're so weird. They're trying to make little children like criminals and like all kinds of weird stuff. And I absolutely love that to me. Oh, thanks, Feline. Yes. John is also saying he likes that it's a virgin variant. Nice. Yes. A lot of people like that one. Yeah. And Flame Thing. Oh, Flame likes your cheese. Look at that. Nice.
Oaxaca. Okay.
Oaxaca.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So,
what are you showing me? Wait, hold on. Make you the big for a second. Oh, yes. Okay.
Remember this one?
Marvel Team Up 96 is my all-time favorite comic. That's not it, but it is Spider-Man and Howard the Duck is my all-time favorite comic.
Yeah. This is by John Byrne and Chris Claremont. Fantastic. Nice. You know, with the let me open this up, you know, because
the team up series is fantastic. If no one has ever picked those up, I really hope you pick those up. But I'm also loving how Image and Top Cow are going back to do their Omnis. I really hope they do a team up like Omni, like a really good oversized one. I would love that so much. Oh man, that would be amazing.
I mean, look at this. Here.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Those early Red Sonja books are amazing.
Yeah, and I really like that John Byrne did some kind of I believe some kind of a homage to Frank Thorne's Red Sonja because of the red flowing hair, you know, the look like fire, right? So it looks gorgeous.
It looks so good. That's one thing I love about Red Sonja. She's even in here, like she's sexy, it's tasteful, but she's got that hair. I'm a huge fan of like hair.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then of course these ads, what you talked about, you know, this
the ads. Let's go. Listen, the sea monkeys, you gotta be Mr. Universe. You have to go hustle some seeds for some weird things for some children.
Stuff like this, right?
Yeah, that's all the best. You can't beat that. Yeah. You can't. It's the best. But I say to anybody, if you're gonna go back issue hunting, give older DC a try because it is bananas. And if you happen to find any of the inferior 5 books, that is my all-time favorite read. Okay. It's like a parody of like superhero teams, and it is just bananas. That is my all-time spec, and if they're gonna do any movies, I want that to happen. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Crad has another follow-up question. As a Mexican dude, how are the tortillas in Switzerland?
Awful and expensive.
Oh no.
Yes.
What is up? Oh, she turned Luca onto it too. Nice to the cheese. Nice.
Super.
Oh, they have that in Quebec. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. They have that a lot in like the French part of Switzerland, so I guess it makes sense to have it in Quebec as well.
Yeah. No, this is very exciting. I like talking about this. The art in the pages is really good. Good, Cran. I'm loving that you are very much looking at whatever book that he had up because there's a couple people showing stuff because I'm kind of behind. Yeah. All the art was fantastic. I love seeing this.
Good to know.
Sheldon's liking your answers. Yeah, check that one out.
No, not that one.
Your book.
Yeah, my book.
Oh, your book. Okay, yes. No, I don't have a Red Sonja.
Don't promote our book.
That's hilarious. Yes, exactly. Listen, listen, they were hustling you guys to go hustle seeds, some magazines and some other stuff so that you guys could get those x-ray glasses and moon boots and some other stuff. It was fantastic. Come on, everybody wants those. Strange sports. Okay, wait a minute. If you like weird DC, check out. Okay, dude, I'm on that. I'm saving that so I can check that out later. Oh, what if was no, those team ups, the what ifs books were great. Yeah, listen, the Sea Monkey ads, especially the ones where they drew the families in the art of the sea monkeys, was just fabulous because I don't think anybody has ever got any of those sea monkeys to hatch like ever. Yes, perfect. All right, I caught up to the chat. Listen.
Cool.
Woo, we did it. We're down to the bottom of that chat. Fantastic. I'm so glad we got there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to your campaign page so we can go check this out because I'm very excited to get into all of this stuff. Yeah, the plastic soldiers. Yes. Hold on, let me close this. All right. So if you guys are just joining us, let me refresh this. So right here, I will play your trailer because I thought it was really cool, but I have to unplug for that, and my computer hates me. So I will do that in a little bit. Wait, let me make us tiny so we can really check this out. There we go. Boom.
Yes.
Look, I like being tiny because it's awkward being like giant on a screen, and you're like, I hate that. It's just a weird feeling. I know. All right, so you guys are on Indiegogo.
Right.
And a lot of people might not understand the difference between Kickstarter and Indiegogo. In Indiegogo, you get charged as you back. It's not wait till your funding has closed or whatever. So if you do back now, you will be charged as you back. That's the only difference. And you have 9 days go to left on your campaign, but you have the flexible goal here. So basically, any funds raised are you're still going to fund. So there's no really not funding, but we're trying to get you as much funding as possible so you can get this in as many hands. Oh man, as many hands as possible. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a Werther's here. My throat decided to just crap out on me. What's the cheese and sea monkey talk?
So we still can extend the campaign, but we're going to wait till the last second to do that.
We're going to extend. I mean,
yes,
it's going to be hard to raise that goal unless somebody says, I'm going to buy a lot of books or back a lot of books, but we have to be realistic.
Yeah, no, I think that's a lot of fun. So I have all your links down below. I have pasted this again. The link to this campaign is pinned to the top, so you go ahead and click that anytime you guys want and go to this campaign. So right now you have raised in US dollars, because depending on whatever currency that you're from, it'll be converted. You've raised almost $1,400 and you're trying to get to about $4,400 for your goal here. Right. So yeah, you got 9 days left, but we're going to get you as many people as possible on this because I think this looks really fun. It looks really cool.
Absolutely.
So before we're on this page here, does either one of you want to go over what is Gemini Crusaders all about? Dang it. Hold on, I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's a 32 book. It's full color. It's a science fiction fantasy book about two sisters battling the forces of evil that comes from another planet. The reason that we did this setting, because I think they are people in the medieval times. They don't know what aliens are. They don't know where they come from. They don't know about anything about planets, and they don't have, guns and atomic weapons like we have in, the modern day. So I want to set back, that there are, they have only axes and swords and some siege weapons. But you can see here on this Alan Goldman cover, we have these bioweapons that only they can pilot, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a reason for that that's not being revealed here yet. Because 800 years ago, there was a group of people coming from the stars to warn a village about something that is coming. They're being shunned away because they all look weird. And the medieval people are superstitious, right?
Yeah.
And something crashed in the mountains, and then red mist come from that mountain into that village, and the village people are turning, disfigured, getting killed, murdered, disappeared, never to come back again. And then there's a war between the aliens that brought these pylons with them to battle, this infestation. And they won. But now these aliens are back. But these pylons they are scattered around this world, but they cannot be used infinitely. They are broken, they are underwater, they are disappeared, but some of them are functioning. So basically, if somebody is piloting them and these things are broken down, they are done. You cannot repair them at all. So it's very important that they win. Otherwise, the kingdom is doomed, right?
That's very fascinating. I love the use that you're doing with the biomech because, listen, Guyver and a bunch of other stuff growing up has always been some really cool stuff. It's amazing. Yeah. But I love that you're using the biomech like piloting as well as a mech, which is dope. I love seeing that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for the the typical robot mechs, kaiju mechs, stuff like that. But, I thought, let's do totally different. Let's go all in and say, hey, let's do bioweapons, and all these weapons that they have with them, it's all from their body, right? There's no external weapons, like guns they can pick up or grenades. Everything they create, it comes from their own body. And there's different pylons, by the way. This is just two of many. Yeah,
that's awesome. I like seeing that. I love the different scales as well. You can really see how like huge and amazing. But I love what you're doing with the artist-wise has done with your character designs and like the alien designs and the biomech designs. Really fascinating.
Yes.
I think it was important that because both come from the stars, so to speak. It's important to make them very different. The bad guys, they have quite a unique look to them. There's something that you can sort of recognize them from the others. And then the pylons that are the good aliens, I guess you could call them. They have also like a unique look to them, even though they're a little bit different from one to the other. No?
Oh, that's really cool. I like that you have a cool mix of like interesting stuff. Like you have like the tentacles and like the crustacean kind of stuff, but you have like each one is like super unique, which I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not all morphing stuff like that. They have a singular certain look. There are different kind of aliens, right? Because I want to have a little bit of mix, right? There's also some dog aliens and some some tentacle aliens, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And some berserker aliens. I mean, that's how I call them that. They are not really officially like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the fun about the pylons, those creatures that comes from the stars, they basically use these bioweapons as exterminators against this evil because something happened on that planet and they come to this planet to basically eradicate them from what happened on their own planet. To be a little bit of a spoiler here. But, over the years, I mean, those people from the stars, those aliens are gone, right? Because they cannot, everybody has a life cycle. But those pylons are still here. So the townspeople, the village, the kingdom, they know about the pylons, right? They are part of their history. And some of them worshiping them, but most people just stay away from those things that just lie scattered around because they think that they are, maybe that they are demons. And some of them say they are holy, right?
Ooh.
So these are basically war relics, but these medieval people don't understand that. And this let's say Isabelle, the young blonde girl with the glasses, she's more like a young scholar, if you will. She is obsessed with pylons. She is, like to reading books, and she has a mentor, and she is just looking through the land, through those relics, try to understand them. While her sister is basically the opposite. She is a protector. She is a provider. She's going hunting, right? She's not a girl boss, but she is just very protective over her sister. Right? She's basically the opposite, and I like that. And Isabelle here is just funny, a little bit goofy, a little bit clumsy. She's basically the prototype girl on the block, right?
Oh, you gotta love that. I love that. And I like how Sheldon says he's already backed this because the orbs. I think those ones.
Yeah, that's ones.
I think that in production, this is Isabelle and her sister is Vivianne.
Yeah.
Okay. And in production, or pre-production, if you'd like, Vivianne was more like the protagonist of the story. That's how it felt to me. And I don't know why, little by little, Isabelle became more of a prominent figure in the
yeah, like a fan favorite. Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
I don't know
Very
why.
cool.
Somehow, yeah.
Something about the
No.
orbs, I guess.
No, I think it's some really unique design work that's happening in these like the mechs that they're walking around in, which is very fascinating. And I like that they're mechs, but they're also kind of like a snow globe, which is really cool. You can see like the 360 outside of there, which is neat.
Right.
I love that.
Exactly. Yes.
And I like this shot here too, because you can see inside of it. But I like that it's like encased in that like glassy type thing. It's like kind of rainbowy. That's neat. That's really cool. I love your interior artwork on this, and the coloring is awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, Sid is doing a bang up job, and I was really surprised what he can do because when we approached him for doing our art, I said, "Hey, can you just show us something?" And then he showed us he was busy doing some kind of a Western comic, and I like his style a lot. And there's a lot of backgrounds and detail. And then he comes up with this and said, "Okay, let's hire this guy, lock him up in the basement." Right.
That's amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So Jean saying that he wants to check his thing so he could back cover B. The one with the blue hat and big boobs looks like a woman, Harry Canyon in the movie. Listen, you're not wrong. Like she's quite lovely. And this is a very good question too. Do you address like how they get inside the giant mechs? Because when you look at the one that's over here, they're humongous. They're huge.
I will address that, not in this comic, because what I wanted to show here is a lot of action and cool stuff. So that people said, okay, I'm going to draw them in. There is a point that we're going to slow down a little bit and we go a year back and have a little bit more, downtime, a little bit of characterization, world building. In the next issue, I want to show how they get inside of these things.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
But I think the artwork is really, really lovely. I love the faces. There's something just really, really just beautiful. And even like the aliens, there's something like really elegant with the way that they're like their body like stretches and stuff. I think that's really, really lovely.
Yes. I mean, this pillar pylon, if you will. Since this is in medieval times and they try to protect their kingdom, I want to have that feeling that, when the kingdom, in real medieval times in our history, they have trebuchets, they have towers with, shooting arrows and whatnot. And I thought, let's do some kind of a tower pylon with spider legs, metallic spider legs, but then also with these horse faces on the side. I mean, they can be damaged, but they can also absorb parts of biomatter, like dead horses and dead people, then add it to their own arsenal. Right, like
that's neat.
Yes.
So when we were doing the production of these pages, that we were talking about the design of the pylons. It was like, okay, you saw the going with the classical, with 2 machine guns or a Gatling gun or whatever, no?
Yeah.
And Marinus like, no. I want like a tower. I want this to look like a tower, but with dead horses around. Like, what? What the hell? No, go along. Vibe with me and this and that.
Yeah, let's go crazy.
Let's go crazy.
Come on, you don't get any darker fantasy than that. It's amazing. Come on.
But I like also that it has like different weapons. It's not like one is spitting acid, the other one is spitting fire.
Yeah.
And one in the middle is like a laser beam.
Right?
Oh, laser beam, like just like the eyeballs that are around it. It's quite ferocious. It's quite gnarly. I love it. But that is a lot of creative, first of all. And I love seeing people get interesting with design work and like how things work. That's some of my favorite thing that I see in comics. And you can't get any more interesting than that. I mean, that is a striking image right there.
Yeah. The main thing is I said to David, I said, let's do something that people had never ever seen before. Let's go crazy and see where we can go with this, because comics is a visual medium, right? Yeah. Only your own imagination is your limitation. So let's go all out and see how people react. And I said, let's do this. Let's go all in. And I hope people will really like it.
I think it's really cool because you have like just something that's quite unique when you have like this dark fantasy medieval time, but you're also mixing in like futuristic alien things, which I don't really see that happening in books. Well, maybe a little bit of books like way back in the day, but not too much. Like that was kind of unheard of. So this is kind of like new territory that you guys are doing. It's really fresh.
Exactly.
And I love seeing that. This is quite interesting what's happening here.
Well, there's a big threat, and I can show you, but I don't want to spoil. But then they realize they have to defend themselves, and these pylons, these bioweapons, are to a certain degree sentient. They cannot really think, but they guide their pilots to do a certain kind of decisions. So decision is here that this sister needs to push a button, and this pylon do some kind of a transformer state and bringing out the big artillery. And when it transforms into that particular artillery stance here, you can see, if you look a little bit closely, there is rockets coming out with eyeballs.
Oh,
so they basically are living rockets.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they morphed into like this chicken.
What could that be?
I love it. That's amazing. Let's see. Sheldon is saying the dead horse head shooting fire, delivering a message the aliens can't refuse. Listen, that's right.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you a little bit of the art. What I'm trying to say here. Should we do it, David?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just earlier pages. Why not? Can I show you a page?
Yeah. Do you have it there? Because I can make you big. If not, you can hit the present button at the bottom if it's on.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Maybe push people over the edge to back the book. I hope. Let me just give me a second.
Okay.
I hope I have it here. Is it here? Well, it's part of the. Oh yeah, I can do that. Pre-launch pages. Which one should I choose? Okay, let's go with this one. It's loading.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Let me add it to the stage.
So this is one of the big baddies. Can you all see it?
This. I'm trying to make it full screen for a second. There we go. See if we can make this.
Yeah, this is the first time that people see it, by the way.
Ooh, the castle looks
Spoilers.
Cool. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, so we can get away with it, I think.
It's very neat. I like that.
Don't tell the director of the project,
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Right?
Yeah, you can zoom in a little bit too. It's a little because it's a little small.
Yeah, of course I can do that. Can I do it?
Might let you.
No, it's, it's
or with the mouse, like do the.
No, it's not working.
Ah.
Huh.
I don't know, but that's a lot going on. That's interesting. It's
Yeah.
very striking to the eye. Like I really like what I'm seeing here, and I like the way that you're doing the panels as well.
Yeah. It's it really flows. I checked my budget. You might get it back. I hope so, John. I hope so. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much, for considering. That means a lot to me too, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're not gonna back, or maybe can share it, or
Yes, please.
Everything helps, right?
I tell that people all the time, and I say, please, if you can't back it, please just share it because there's somebody out there that would definitely want to back it. So I encourage the sharing of all the things. Yeah. So here we are.
I can zoom in. Maybe if you want to share my screen, I can zoom in.
Hang on 1 second. Let me see which one is. Oh, here we go. There we go. Add what?
Let's see, it's not
Wait,
working.
hold on. It's being a butthole for a second. All right, there we go. There we go.
Yes. So
ooh.
Oh yeah. So we have some gruesome details.
So this guy is not having a fun time, as you can see.
I mean, if you
nom.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening here, also in the background, right?
Here you can see a little bit of
that
fire type.
Just like the scale of like the different, like the pylons and then like the mech things, those are absolutely phenomenal. I love seeing that kind of stuff. That's super cool. We got a Sid coming in here saying hello. Hello, Sid.
That's Sid. That's our artist.
Hey, Sid.
Hey,
hi,
Sid.
Artist.
Ooh, thank you for coming, man. Glad you are here.
Yes, you did a fantastic job on the artwork on this. Really, really cool stuff here.
And here's like, here's the pilot looking up. He's like, oh shit. We see what he's looking at. Like, oh no, come on, what the hell?
Yeah, Sid did a phenomenal job.
I think this is the moment where like, oh, we're winning the battle, we're getting there, we're almost there, and then the bad guys, like brings this huge thing to the front. Like, oh no, what the hell?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's a tip of the iceberg. It's the tip of the iceberg.
I mean,
if you want to see what Sid is in store, man, this is just the beginning.
Ooh, I love that. And Sheldon is saying down here, that big baddie is pretty cool, but the little baddies made me back.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. We got the dog monsters.
I think I know what baddies you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, of course. I see what you mean.
I mean, he put so many, so much time and detail in there, and I keep looking at these pages and see if there's some, little stuff that I missed, right?
Yeah. No, I love it. Like, you do such a great job. Did Sid have kind of free range to do some character design work on these? Or did you kind of already have like a layout of things that you already wanted to do with the designs of like the pylons and like the weird, interesting mech stuff?
No, not really. I mean, we told Sid that we want to something unique, and I spoke about the tower pylon. And in the beginning, we just showed some samples that how we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But then when he just drew a couple of these pylons, and we give him basically free reign.
Nice. I love that.
Because he really feels, and that's probably one of my biggest compliments to him, that he really gets these characters. We tell him the story and he whips it up, and that is exactly how we wanted it to be. He really feels
amazing.
He really knows what we want in this comic and how it will be shown. This layout, this panel layout, this part of the story. It's fantastic.
I think it's absolutely lovely. And I was saying earlier how much I really, really love the design work. Here, let me go back to your campaign page. I can show off some of the other. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Okay, no. Okay, hold on a second. Yay for being a butthole. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go.
They changed the layout of how to share stuff. No, like now you have to remove the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I know. It's kind of frustrating. They keep moving stuff around. Like they moved the countdown thingy, then they moved whatever's happening at this bottom of this panel here, and I'm like, it's weird. But hold on, let me start from this one. I really love, seriously, you did such a fabulous job of like merging like the medieval time plus like the futuristic, like that kind of stuff. But I really love the faces. I was saying this earlier. The expressions that you have, the faces are quite lovely. Yeah. And Sid did just an amazing job on this design work. And I absolutely love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he really knows what he's doing, and he has gorgeous art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this, right? This guy gets it behind the knight, and then people say, "Oh man, these are demons fighting demons." And then Sir Bertram, he's a important character in the future issues. He's just rallying up the troops, right? Fighting good, fighting evil because they are good, right? It's just the knight in shining armor. That's what he is. He has the valor. He has the grit. He's a hero, the true heroic character, and you can see it. Super awesome.
Yeah, I really love this faces. That's something that really gets me in comics is when somebody does something really creative that you don't normally see. But I love expressions on characters. There's so many books that you see nowadays that like everyone is too like just flat. Yeah. You don't have that like life in the characters, and I love it as you see a book that when you see these expressions, like that's what brings life to characters. And dude, Sid, you nailed all of these. This is fantastic. The colorist did a great job too. Is Sid coloring or somebody else coloring?
We have two colorists, Martins and Federico Siak. And Federico has done this. It has more vibrant colors. It pops more. Yeah. While Martins has a lot of cool super tricks. With the first page with the different colors. Yeah. The bubble, right, with the rainbow. Yes. Yeah. He has a lot of tricks which are really like. Federico has a more. Like I said, a more popping
solid.
Style. Yeah, solid indeed. So this is a little bit more in the past when they are just basically discovering something weird in a monastery. And they just go in, and then they, not seeing that mysterious figure in the background yet, right? And they see this dead guy with a crown on it, and it crowns their memory, right?
Very ominous. I like it.
Yeah.
And down here, you have some of your covers down here. Oh, these are fabulous. Ooh, this is the one we were talking about earlier, which was quite lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid did a bang-up job, right? He did some kind of, I believe, digital watercolor with a certain technique that I probably cannot pronounce. Gouache?
Oh, gouache?
Yeah, exactly.
Gouache. Okay.
Yeah, gouache.
Oh, no, it's lovely. Just the way that you did the body of like the alien being is so gnarly.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. Like the little bubbles and the little bumps and things that are on there, like it is quite like gnarly, but it's also like super organic. Like it's quite striking to see this.
Yeah, and it has a very ominous feel, and then also with the background with the moon shining through, like it's just ugh.
But I like how this like bubbles up and that makes like his little weird little mouth. He's like drooling. That's awesome.
He really knocked it out of the park with that monster.
Yes.
Dude, the colors, I love the colors. They're fantastic. They're really good.
Super
but
cool.
No, man, you nailed this. This is awesome. But I love like the fear that's on their faces too. Like that's awesome. And I love that you also nailed like she's the warrior. She's like the scholarly babe as well. Yeah. It's cool stuff.
The total opposites.
Yeah. Let's see. We got interesting stuff here. Well, let's make that larger. Oh, like it's gnarly too. Like how you just like each one has like a different like thing happening. Like the way that the way that they're drawn. And there's Sheldon. He loves his orbs. There's lots of orbs happening on this page.
There's plenty of orbs.
What's the fascination? I don't get it. There's a lot of orbs. Does he mean the red orbs or the green orbs?
There's a lot of glowing orbs all over. Yeah. You also have something for the calf people as well. I'm just saying. There's something for everybody.
There's even a tentacle around that. Oh
there is. I took the colors for the thumbnail based off of the tentacle action that's happening.
Oh my.
Yes. And this is so lovely. I love that you're doing like a almost like a tarot card, old school feel, but a trading card. This is really neat looking.
Yeah. Every physical backer gets a card. Yes. We have 4 cards already, and this is the Vivianne, and I said to Sid, and Sid did this also, by the way. I said, hey, let's do it in some kind of a painterly way. Well, not really painting, but when back in the day when people are just sitting in a chair and there's some guy just here, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Oh yeah.
And then in some kind of a scroll or pergament or what's the word I'm looking
for? Like the tapestries that they used to do too. You still see them at the Renaissance fairs, which I love. Oh, what's up, Court? How are you doing? Here, I'm gonna drop the link one more time so it goes to all the platforms, which is fantastic. Get everybody out there because we have people on like 3 different platforms, which is I love seeing. Yes, Court, dude, this looks cool. So if you're just joining us, I know you're over on the Twitchy. I just dropped the links over there. We're going over the campaign here for Gemini Crusaders because we have a little bit more people that are joining us right now. So you want to explain a little bit more about what the book is about, and I'll start showing off more of the artwork again.
Yeah,
for those that are just joining us.
Yeah, this is a science fiction fantasy book with 2 sisters battling the forces of evil, and the forces of evil are basically coming from another planet. Yeah, and they are using bioweapons from the stars to battle those. But the bioweapons from the stars are not, invincible. They can be broken, but they can never be repaired. Where they come from, it was 800 years ago. There was a war between those people from the stars against the aliens. They are basically exterminated. They want to get rid of this filth. They succeeded, or they fought, but now the evil is back, and only these 2 sisters can pilot these war machines, if you will, but they are limited and they have barely knowledge about that. Thankfully, the bioweapons can guide them, but they need the power of the kingdom, their soldiers, to defend the realm. Otherwise, they are going to be doomed.
Ooh. Dude, that sounds really awesome and gnarly, and I love seeing this. So is this your first issue that you have out here? And
Yes.
then how many issues are is it going to be an ongoing series? Like how many issues do you have planned that you want to do for this?
We try to do it in 3 books to complete.
In 3 books?
Yes.
Okay.
And if we're going to add some extras, that's a bonus.
I love that. Okay, so then we're trying to get you funded so you guys keep continuing on for the other 2 issues that will be happening on here, because you're like I think about 2,000 away. Is it 2,000?
Yeah, we hope to get it ready sooner, because Sid already done 75%
Oh, nice.
of the book, so it's very far into the production. The colors too. Sid is also on board on volume 2, so he's excited, and we are excited. I hope you guys are excited too.
Yes. Corda saying, cool idea. The art style is fun. Yes, and the artist is in the chat right now. That's Sid right there. Well, he's on the YouTube side. I don't know if you can see that, Court, but you know what? I'm going to drop Sid's link after we're out of here too in the description, so that people can go follow Sid, because we are on multiple platforms and it doesn't let people like click things. So I'll definitely drop Sid's link down below when we're done with here.
Yeah, he's on Facebook.
Quite amazing. Yeah. Oh, Facebook. Oh, perfect. That works.
And
lovely. Yeah, and you know what I love about this too? It kind of references a little bit this one here of one of my favorite anime/mangas of all time, which is Nausicaa.
Nausicaa,
okay. Yes, Nausicaa. Yes, love it. Yes, come on, it's good times. Love that.
Do you have
very much getting those vibes?
Do you have the anime or the manga?
I have the anime and the manga. I have not really got into the manga yet, but the anime, it was one of those things, because we used to have a kids section back in the day, and you could go rent one free kids movie all the time, and that was always a free kids movie that I went and grabbed out of the VHS section to go watch. It's just absolutely fascinating. But I have the volumes. I just need to get in on that. But the art is so good.
If I
it's so amazing. Yeah.
If I can add you a little bit more information,
please.
The manga. Let me rephrase that. The anime is 1/3 of the manga.
Ooh, okay, even better.
The rest is new stuff. Completely new.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig that. Yeah. No, I'm very excited to get back into, because it took a hot break for a minute, and I'm kind of like mid-season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul right now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I'm at. Warriors of the Wind. Listen, Michael, you know what's up. Sheldon has got a question. As a writer, what does your work day look like? Also, what is your favorite beverage whilst working? Oh,
that's a very good question.
It is, yes.
I need to have some music in the background that keeps me calm, but I have different genres. When it comes to, I like metal, but I also like doom metal on the background. There's this very dark vibes and dark drones and drums. But I also have some lo-fi music. That's basically piano with sometimes cello and something else in between. I'm not a musician, but it how can I describe it? Lo-fi.
I've probably seen the Lo-Fi Girl.
Lo-Fi Girl.
YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. Indeed, it's a girl that's just drawing with a cat, and it's this really chill. It's hard to describe it in words, but it has. Maybe can I just give me a
low frequency music? Like. It's like a rhythm, but it's not like it's low.
Yeah.
Lo-fi.
There's a lot of really good lo-fi channels if you guys just want to go put stuff on. Like, they have themes too. So if you guys are ever on YouTube, people watching, go just look up lo-fi. It's pretty amazing. Like, you can find some really cool genres of, like, if you want like a dark, weird, like vampire-ish theme too. Exactly. Like, they have some really cool like sections of music that you can go put on. It's quite good. I'm also a fan of the doom metal.
There's even like a lo-fi medieval channel.
Yes, you can find some really interesting. There's I think dark fae. There's like witchy ones too. Like, there's some really cool ones you can put on to get really creative. Yeah, it's good stuff. Absolutely. And they loop too. Like, the huge, long, like hour-long, like lengthy things you can put on. They're quite good.
And to answer the other question, I'm not an alcohol drinker. I'm okay. I cannot. It's not that I don't like it, I just can't stand it. If I drink too much, I get, like 3 beers and I'm drunk, because my tolerance is so low. And but I drink mostly Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola. Depends.
Okay.
Just on the taste. Yeah.
That's nice.
More like fresh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Same question to David. Would you like to answer that as well?
Oh yeah, I think pretty much the same. I like to put lo-fi. I think that's pretty, or no music. Sometimes, when I really need to concentrate, I will put like no music at all, and then right away.
All right, nice. Yeah. I love that. Very nice.
Or classical music, but not the really hype one, more like the
chill. Very relaxed. Yeah,
exactly.
Yes. I have my mood, so I'm always picking in my stuff, and right now I'm like in 2000s J-rock mode. Where I'm at. Okay. Oh yeah. That's where I'm at. Yes. Yeah.
And now you're in K-pop, I believe.
I have been in K-pop 30 years, so I'm an OG K-pop person.
Original.
Korea actually has some really good metal as well. You do not know this. There's some fantastic metal that comes out of Korea. For a long time.
Low fidelity music. Yeah, exactly, Sheldon. Yeah.
Super. Definitely go look it up. There's some cool stuff on here. But as we were talking, we did get one backer, so you're up to 27 backers now. So whoever backed, thank you.
Thank you so
amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you, mate.
Yes. What I'm gonna do, and I know this sucks, I'm gonna unplug, so you're gonna hear yourself. Sometimes, just heads up, when I unplug, this laptop hates me. It removes me from StreamYard.
Okay.
Or mutes me. I don't know why. It's a new laptop. I can't figure out the audio settings on this. It just for whatever reason, it hates me. So I'm going to unplug. We'll play your trailer because I actually really like the way that it was animated. First of all, mic test. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we all hear you.
Perfect. I know. You're going to hear yourself. I know. Listen. I said earlier, not a pro stream, never will be. So let me do that for a second. Also, what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna link this as well to the actual video, so you guys can go just click it and watch it if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on over there, but here. That is the link right there to the trailer. You guys can go watch it anytime you want to, and I will be playing the actual video. 1 second. I don't know what's up with that, but let's go. Make this large.
Yeah.
Rewind this a little bit. All right. Let's go. Let's watch this. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really gnarly. Here, let me refresh this so it goes back to the cool art. That was really good. I love the way that you animated the panels on there.
Yeah, it's done by the Red Gaze, who's a buddy of us. He is in comics a lot, but he's, lately doing other stuff. He wants to come back, but he says, Marinus, I'm going to do this trailer for you. Thank you so much. So I'm really happy with that. Absolutely.
Very nice. 100%. And I think it's just a phenomenal job. And I love the way it was outlined too. I love the way you pulled some colors like I did from the actual panel of one of the covers. And no, it's fantastic. And I think the music fits so well. It's got that kind of like Renaissance-y fair, but like metal as well, which I love. It's fantastic.
He knows my
He nailed it with the music.
Yeah.
He did.
Also his place, so that's a little bit lucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheldon had another question. He wanted to know how long does it take to write a script, and then David kind of answered a little bit here that you've been working here and there for a year on this script.
Exactly.
Is this so you were in the Red Eyes you did 4, and then you did another one, so this is your first project together, and
yes.
This is quite fascinating. I actually really love how creative this actually is. It's really neat. The artwork is phenomenal. Way to go, Sid.
Yeah. 100%. Like I said, I mean, it's a visual medium. I mean, if you go to a comic store and you want to say, hey, this is a cool cover, what is inside, right? And you want to open up and say, wow, this looks so cool, I'm going to buy it. And that's what I want to show people. Said, hey, we got a very cool art. We have a fresh new story, never seen before, creatures and biomex and setting, science fiction in a medieval setting. How many times people did that? Not much.
Not many.
No.
That's for sure.
Indeed, not in this.
Lovely.
Super.
I think the cool part of the process is we have two minds, and we can, you know, bounce off each other ideas. Like, hey, I like this. Hey, have you thought about this? And that's actually helpful and interesting. But when you're like the only writer, that's only you need to go to someone else, like friends and family. Hey, I need to bounce this idea with you. But that's cool that we are doing this together. Of course, Mr. Marinus, he is the director. He's the chief of this endeavor, creator. So that is clear.
David, we're doing this together, right?
Yeah, no, of course. But it's your baby.
Sure. We're doing this together. I mean, without David, I mean, he brings a lot to the table that I never thought of it. And so we changed a little bit things here and there. And he says, hey, Maris, let's do this. And I said, oh, man. And if you're going to add this one, and then it looks like this, and then, you know, it goes on and on and on for hours.
Yes.
Oh, no, I love that.
We just throwing ideas, you know, and it's so, and it makes me excited to, you know, even I know how it ends. I know how this goes. But when Sid just draw this, it's such a weird feeling. I mean, you write stuff down on your computer or on pen and paper, and then Sid said, okay, I'm going to create this with pencils, you know, or digital. Yeah. And then he brings it to life, and then, oh my God.
It's so good. Yeah. Sid really nailed all of this stuff. Here, I'm going to leave it on this our little thing here where we go over your tiers. But no, I think you did such a phenomenal job. Like the whole team seems like you guys had such a lot of fun, and you really liked bouncing ideas off each other because it really just messaged together. So I really like what I'm seeing here. And what I want to do is I want to go over your tiers as we're going over this.
Yes.
So you have a feature tier here, which is you're going to see two different prices because you have the European prices, but it's also going to be converted to whatever country that you're in. So for this one here, you have issue 1, plus you can get a sketch card by Sid. That is quite lovely. So for $76 US, I don't know how much shipping is because you have to click it to go to the leather one, but you're shipping worldwide, which is fantastic. But so sketch by Sid plus a cover. So it's a sketch card is what you're getting?
Yes, and digital too.
Everyone and you're going to get the digital one too. Here, let's see if I can open this just so that we can see. Let's see if it'll just, there we go. Oh, dude, Sid, your artwork is so cool.
Yeah, he has a very unique style. That's why nobody gonna get him. Let
me tell you, I am such a fan of swirly woo hair, and you nail that. But I also like the way that you do this really light, like the white. You do a lot of like the whites in there, plus like the shadow work, which I think is really neat. Yeah, it's really cool. And then down here, if you just want the digital edition for $9 US, you can go ahead and get that. Because how many pages is this book?
32.
32. Ooh, nice. Okay, very cool. And then if you want cover A, which is the one that we had up here, that one right there, you can go ahead and get that for $16. Very nice. Very nice. It's also shipping everywhere. That's cool. That's a good price point. And if you want cover B here, which is the one down here, come on, right there.
Yes.
Quite fantastic. I would say go zoom in on every one of these covers because there's something just super unique, like just happening like all over the place, especially like design with this bio stuff that's happening. Like I can sit here just for a long time and just look at this. Like the way that you have like these weird, like almost like bony wart things happening. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, like the eyes that they're like sunken in. It's like
but then you also have like this weird, like sinewy, like weird thing happening down here. But I also like how he's got like 900 toes, but then the toes have toes. Yes, you're getting all the hearts right now, but yeah.
Give you on demand, man. I love this. I love this.
So it's so good. Like you could really zoom in on this. Like any one of these pages where any of these bios are, and just zoom in and just go into the details because they're all pretty stunning. They really are. Like every one of them has something completely different. One of my favorite parts of this too is just like the way that you have these weird extended claw feet.
Yeah,
it's really cool to see that. I really enjoy the creativity that has been put into this. I very much love this. So cover C by Sid. This is one with a tray that's $16 down there. Then if you want cover C, which is the one right here with all of Sheldon's orbs on it, you can get this cover as well. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. And if you want all 3 covers right there, A, B, and C, you can get that for $49. Nice. Listen, it's good
on shipping. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shave on shipping for sure. And then another one, you can get another sketch. So are the ones that are on here the ones you're actually getting, or is this just a sample work of what the artwork is?
You can click it on the white, and then it folds out, I believe.
Let me see. Oh, let's see. Original art. Just says original art. This part comes with covers. Your own original choice of A, B, or C plus digital. I guess you can pick whatever one. No, you can pick from all characters and monsters from the book. Oh, nice. Okay, that's really cool.
Or your own, whatever you want.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
So this is okay. So you're getting a sketch. So what size is the? Oh, A4 format. Okay, that's a pretty good size. A4. Yeah. Nice. So that's $164. So you can get that plus. It looks like you can also get your choice of whatever cover you want. Plus you're getting a digital version as well. Absolutely. That's lovely. That's nice. Yeah. I know a lot of people that love art tiers, and this is very striking. Like the way that you're going to be doing the black and white art is going to be really nice. So get in on that, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. So you have 2 original art tiers. You have the actual A4 sketch, and then you have the trading card as well.
Sketch card. Absolutely. I mean, we want to. I mean, this is our first campaign, right? So I don't want to throw too much in it. I mean, I can bombard it with 5-10 covers and this perks and this perks and this perks, but I want to have it also very readable and very clean, so that people says, "Hey, I just want the book," or "I want to something extra," and I can add stuff and add stuff and add stuff. But in the end, most people just want to have the book.
Yeah.
And if you want to have extras, and maybe Sid says, "Hey, maybe I'm doing something different," you can communicate with him, and he's gonna whip something cool. If you like the interior art, you won't be disappointed.
Oh, for sure. Everything that I've seen so far looks absolutely fabulous, and I love seriously the different genres that you kind of are meshing together. But I love the different characters that you're putting here. But you guys, all of you, did just such a fantastic job on this, and I can't wait to see where you guys are going to go, because you're going to do 2 more issues after this.
Yeah,
and I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, especially for your first campaign. Well, for this, I think it's done really nicely. I think it's very nice to keep a limited set of stuff that you're doing for your stretch goals.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You just want to get the product in people's hands, and I love that you guys are shipping globally, which is fantastic. I know there's all kinds of dumb stuff that happened over the last year. shipping shipping rates and stuff.
Talking about tariffs and shipping and
it's a lot. I know, because we did Comic Scaring Cancer back in October, and then right as our artists were about to go ship stuff, the Canada Post went on strike. So it took months for us to even get stuff shipped out. So I mean, that kind of halted a lot of people's campaigns for shipping, but hopefully nothing else happens, because damn, it's a lot of stuff happening. But no, this is fabulous. I will be sharing the living bejeebus out of this, and I really strongly hope that everybody else does as well, because I think it's fantastic. And also, if there's any other interview people around that would like to have you on, please reach out to them. I have all your links down below. I will add Sid's links when we're done after here. But invite them on your show. Go get more people. Branch out. That's right. You hear that, everybody in there? I'm gonna start calling people out that were in chat. So I'm just saying, right here. No, right there. You guys can go on there.
Graphic
All right.
I know. Listen, you guys are more than welcome to hit everybody up that's on my show. Go for it, because I let me tell you, I am so busy trying to schedule people on here. I am so far booked. I am booking into June. I'm usually 2 months ahead. I do not have enough time in the month to have everyone on for everyone's campaigns. So I've been creating a list of people that doing interviews, and I tell people, I'm going to keep bringing this up because I constantly keep needing this. If you guys do interviews and you want people on your show, please reach out to me so I can add you to the list. I'm not just going to randomly add people on there, because it has contact information on there.
Oh, really?
It'll have contact information. It's a way for you guys to set up interviews. It has links to people's things. You guys can go follow people on. I've been working on it for almost a year now. It's almost ready, but I need to branch out. It's got people that do interviews, people that do reviews, the genres of people that like for their show. I know a lot of people do a lot of things, but There's a couple people that do specifically like children's books, horror, whatever. I have that all categorized on there, but I think it's really, really important for people to network and get together and talk to other people, talk to other creators, talk to other people that do things like yourself. Listen, get people out there, get people seeing other people's stuff on there. That's how people grow as channels. That's how people get people's stuff funded. Like, I don't care. You go ahead and do it. Just reach out to me. Let me know you want to be on there and I will gladly add you. And let me tell you, if you see this and like this kind of format and you guys want to do it, reach out to me. Listen, I will explain how to set any of this stuff up. Go for it. I don't care. Go get your stuff out there. Go create some stuff.
Do it.
Yeah. Get out there. Get into comics. That's all we need. Yeah.
Right?
Arts, nerd
The more
stuff,
the merrier.
comics. Let's go. I know, right? Let's go. Get people out there. Let me see. I'm gonna start dropping some of the links that I have for you guys. And let's see. Twitter. Let's see. Okay, just I hot linked a bunch of things, but they're all down below. But what I want to also do too is I want to add your YouTube and your Twitter so people can go follow you. So I'm going to do this one by one.
Thank you.
What's happening?
Thank
Did I
you.
click that correctly?
Yeah.
No, it did not. It did something stupid. Okay.
So anyway, think for the backers. You know, we really appreciate that. I mean, every backer is just one. That adds more to the the end goal. So I'm very happy with that. So thank you all for watching. You know, commenting, talking to us. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up, hit David up. Just
don't dox me.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Sid, if you have askings for Sid, you can find him on social media as well. Mostly on Facebook. You can find him there and reach out to him if you have any questions or even hire him. Don't do it because we need him.
I know he's busy for the next couple of years.
Yeah, he's too busy doing Gemini.
Gemini Crusaders is busy for years. We're not going to let him go. If you want to have permission, you can reach out to him. Right?
Nice. Okay, so I dropped your links all over there. When we're done with here, I will go add Sid's links so you guys can go follow Sid. But yes, they have dibs on him, is what they're saying. Yeah.
The water.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you for much. Whoever's gonna back after you watch this, read whatever you're doing. I don't even know how people are watching this, but yeah, if you go back it, thank you very much for doing that. Thank you for both of you for coming on here. And yeah, it's been a lovely time getting to know you guys. And before we get out of here, do you have any other appearances, cons, or anything that you're going to be going to that you guys want to promote?
We have reached out to a couple of people, and we need some. We're still in talks for confirmation about dates because I work irregularly when it comes to shifts and time zones, and David as well. So we need to, see where this is going. But we have Phil Zaid Comics. We want to go on there, and I'm going to reach out to Renee Straczynski.
Yes.
I believe I said that right.
Straczynski?
Yes.
Yeah.
I tried to get on there too, and we're going to reach out to a couple of others.
Yeah, reach out.
Recommendations? Yeah, sure.
I do have recommendations. I actually have a lot of European people that do interviews as well, and there are also creators content too. So maybe we can get you some people over in that area as well. So
it would be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll send you guys some links too when we're out of here. So we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go grab some food, and you know what that means? I don't have an outro. I hope you guys know how to spaz dance.
Okay.
That's right. Listen, I know. All right, this is how we do things here.
Thank you all for coming.
Dumb stuff. Yes. Thanks for everybody for being here. Thanks to you.